Alderman Driscoll. Alderman
Heavenly Father, we're grateful for this opportunity to gather to address the needs of our city, and we thank you for each and every one who is here tonight. You have blessed this council with various strengths and personalities, but we all share the same motivation to serve our city. Please help us to be kind, wise, and patient with each other. Let your presence be made known here tonight. We know that we need only to call on you and you will answer. Guide us in all your ways, and our paths will be made clear. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Doug Brown.
Here.
Becky Bryant.
Here.
Here. Present.
Kathy Driscoll.
Presently here.
Jim Olive.
Here.
Driscoll Teddy.
Here.
Jeremy Olson.
Here.
All aldermen are present. Tonight I have the honor of honoring Youth of the Month, the FFA Livestock Judging Team. They're the 2022 FFA Livestock Judging World Champ. If the team members would please rise when I say their names. Cole Pollock, Waylon Pollock, Lizzie Schaefer, Liam Stewart, Audrey Curtin, and Drew Mickey. Drew Mickey and Waylon Pollock were the world champions overall at the Royal Highland Show in Edinburgh, Scotland, and Audrey Curtin and Liam Stewart were third overall. In Ireland, the team judged once again in the Taylorville FFA group did very well by winning the cattle division. During the time in Europe, the team traveled throughout Ireland, Scotland, and the city of London. They were able to tour farms and study agriculture and visited historic sites. Some of the highlights were the Tower of London, the London Bridge, the Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, St. Andrews, and the Blarney Castle. This was a trip of a lifetime where Taylorville FFA represented not only Illinois, but also the United States and the city of Taylorville on the world stage. Alderman, let's give these kids a round of applause. If they'd step forward. Whereas to really excel in any one field, a person must demonstrate, in addition to a great deal of natural ability, an outstanding spirit of knowledge, dedication, enthusiasm, and hard work. And whereas Taylorville FFA team competed and became the World FFA Livestock Judging Champions, and now, therefore, I, Bruce Berry, Mayor of the City of Taylorville, do hereby proclaim September 19, 2022 as Taylorville FFA Livestock Judging Team Day. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Thank you.
I got cake for everyone. Anyone that wants to support the Taylorville FFA, they're having a chicken dinner November 16th at the fairgrounds, correct? Hope it's a little bit better ran than the one at the high school last year. You had our police up in arms, right, Chief? So, you're welcome to have cake in my conference room. Thank you very much. Motion to approve the omnibus vote designation.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Bryan, second.
Second.
Alderman George Shanaz, questions or comments? Roll call.
Becky Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive. Driscoll Teddy. Jeremy Olson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Motion is approved 8-0. Minutes of the regular meeting held September 6, 2022. Minutes of the Lake and Airport Committee meeting held September 8, 2022. Minutes of the Water Environmental Committee meeting held September 8, 2022. Minutes of the Ordinance Committee meeting held September 13, 2022. And minutes of the Finance Committee meeting held September 13, 2022. Motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Olive, questions or comments? Roll call.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve
Yes.
Dorsones. Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim
Yes.
Olive. Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy
Yes.
Wilson. Doug Brown.
Yes.
Motion's approved, 8-0. Ordinance establishing the salaries for the aldermen of the city of Taylorville pursuant to section 1-9-3 of the Taylorville City Code. Motion to approve the ordinance. Alderman Bud, second.
Second.
Alderman Olive, questions or comments? Comment is, out of committee, the salary will remain the same as it's been in the past, so that's what we're voting on. Roll call.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Mayor Barry.
Yes, motion carries 9-0. Ordinance approving and authorizing execution of a second amendment to the business district agreement by and between the city of Taylorville and downtown Taylorville.org. Motion by
So moved.
Alderman Driscoll, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorsones, questions or comments? Roll call.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Mayor votes yes. Motion carries 9-0. Resolution, Illinois Transportation Enhancement Program Downtown Grant. Motion to approve the resolution.
So moved.
Alderman Wilson, second.
Second.
Alderman Brown, questions or comments? Roll call.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Resolution, the 2022 intergovernmental cooperation agreement with the city of Pana concerning the bike trail project. Motion to approve the resolution. Alderman Driscoll, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorsones, questions or comments?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, can I
Comment,
speak to that,
Rocky?
please? If you recall, you had informed me that Pana was not only considering 100% grant application and 80-20% local match, but they also may apply for a 90%, 10% local match. That's why I amended the intergovernmental agreement, so I think I gave that to you by email. That's the one you should focus your attention on. There was a typo on it on the first page I just noticed tonight, on the third whereas. It should also include and/or a 90%, 10%. Should be inserted there of a matching grant. The other item I wanted you to focus on was in section 4, we had 120,000 for the city's share max. I think, Mr. Mayor, I think you had a conversation with some folks in Pana that it may go up to 126. Is that correct? 126,000.
I think 120 was the most we were gonna give.
Okay.
The way I understand it's a
So
$1.2
120 is in
million
there.
grant.
And if you adopt this tonight, it is contingent upon the city of Pana likewise adopting a similar a resolution adopting this intergovernmental cooperation agreement. So,
Right.
are there any questions about this?
Thank you. Roll call.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Motion to approve, authorize, and direct the mayor and city clerk to sign the agreement for administrator for project activity delivery for DCEO rebuild downtown and Main Street with Benton Associates Incorporated in the amount of $45,000. Motion by Alderman Bud, second.
Second.
Alderman Wilson, questions or comments? Roll call.
Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Thank you. Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Motion to approve, authorize, and direct the mayor to sign the engineering services agreement with Benton Associates for the Safe Routes to School grant in the lump sum fee of $25,000 to be paid by Ward 4 funds. Motion by
So moved.
Alderman Dorsones, second. Alderman Driscoll. Questions or comments? Roll call.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Crystal Teddy.
Yes. Motion carries 8-0. Motion to approve the police department to transition from Verizon cell phone service to FirstNet with AT&T and authorize Chief Liz to sign any and all agreements.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorsones, questions or comments? Roll call?
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Motion to approve the cemetery to order and purchase a new 2023 Dodge Ram 3500 regular cab chassis 4x4 truck with dump body package and snowplow for the cemetery at a cost not to exceed $90,000 from Bob Riley's Fleet Sales Program to be paid from the fiscal year 2022-23 cemetery budget and appropriation various line items. Motion by Alderman Bud, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments? Roll call?
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim
Yes.
Olive. Crystal Teddy.
No.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-1. Motion to approve the special events permit for the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce for September 30th, 2022 at 12 p.m. Sunday, October 2nd, 2022 at 7 p.m. at Taylorville Square for the 37th Annual Chili Fest. Motion by
So moved.
Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Olive, questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Motion to approve the special events permit for block party in the 300 to 400 block of East Main Cross on October 7th, 2022, from 4 to 8 p.m. in conjunction with the Small Town Taylorville Car Show. Motion by
So moved.
Alderman Wilson, second. Alderman Driscoll, comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Motion to approve the Class B liquor license application for Family Dollar located at 201 West Vine Street to include extended Sunday sale. Motion by
So moved.
Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Bud, questions or comments? Roll call?
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Did you say
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
What is happening? Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0.
That's
City Attorney update.
Yes, I got a number of quick topics to mention to you. I've sent you today by email a Illinois Municipal League recommended policy for the new Whistleblower Act that we learned about at the Illinois Municipal League Conference and at the session that I was in. If by a show of hands, there wasn't very many towns that were aware of this statute or had actually done anything on it. So I've given you the IML fact sheet, their proposed policy, and it requires an auditing official that actually has to be in charge of monitoring this whistleblower activity. So I'm suggesting you take it to your ordinance committee and probably just adopt the policy that IML is recommending, directing me to prepare an ordinance to put that into place and be thinking about someone that you might wish to serve in that capacity. If you fail to appoint anybody, interesting enough, the statute by default makes the Christian County State's Attorney as the auditing official. I don't know how that would work out, but that's what the statute says. The other thing I've sent to you is there was a number of topics that was discussed at the Illinois Municipal League. I invite any of you to get on the IML conference and pull out the materials that I think you should find there. There were interesting topics on Open Meetings Act, Freedom of Information Act, Gift Ban Act, Prohibited Political Activities, Conflict of Interest, laws on closed sessions, the Public Safety Employee Benefits Act, and updates and changes to the Illinois video gaming laws, all of which has got some real good stuff, reading material. And I also sent you the IML legislative agenda for the year end that may go into effect, that would affect us. Remote meetings for one, economic disclosure forms may be amended. And Also, we've learned that there is a grant finder program that you guys can get on. Maybe Julie can make the city as get an account. It's supposed to be free, and you're supposed to be at Chase all the time, that you can go in and see what grants may be available to your city for possible down the road. Other than that, you've seen some email communications between myself, the mayor, and REE, Gregory Swanson. It looks like hopefully by your October meeting, they ought to have their documents ready for you folks to look at finally and approve up or down going forward with the permit. One of the issues that surfaced, and I've talked to Marlon briefly about this, is that they're asking, do you just need to put the fence installed on two sides, or go around the inside all four sides? Because right now, two of the sides, you've already got a fence out there. So that's something you guys can be thinking about and make a decision at your next council meeting. And then finally, while we were gone, I did receive the title commitment for the 510 North Cottage, and I've sent out to Andy the new forms with some revisions to it. I think we need to start that process over, because there was some, the legal description wasn't accurate on the first go around. So with those topics, is there any questions about those matters?
Hi, I have a quick question. Is Andy aware now how to get those legal descriptions? Because this is the second one. So
Well, is Andy there?
no.
Is he in the room?
No.
Okay, because the way I've asked him, and I think I've copied you folks, we need title insurance commitments on every one of these, and the title company's pretty reasonable, they're fast, and we rely upon that. They search it, give us the legal descriptions, and it's just a matter of, copying those legal descriptions. They tell us who's the owners of record, what name's it in, and they tell us who the lien holders. So that's the process, and I've explained that to Andy, and I hope going forward that's what he's going to do. I think on a couple of times he was looking for a title search, but those aren't totally accurate. I think this last go around, the legal description was just tight drawn, and it wasn't accurate. So that's why we got to do that over at 510 North Cottage. But to answer your question, Megan, I have explained to him the process, and I think going forward he'll follow it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Thank you, sir.
If not, that concludes my report.
All right, Mayor report. Congratulations to the FFA Livestock judging team, and a big thank you to their advisors, Sue Schaefer, Katie King, and Lori Parks. These three advisors do a magnificent job for the youth. Thank you to Lisa and the downtown.org people for getting the letters of support out for the $3 million ITEP grant that we're applying for. East Main Cross seems to be coming along. Hopefully they'll be able to meet the October 5th deadline. In less than 2 weeks, our 37th annual Chili Fest will be held on our downtown square. This is a great community event. I wish everyone could come and get a bowl of chili. Thank you to the Aldermen for approving the cooperation agreement with the City of Payment concerning the bike trail. We hope to receive this grant and then finally become owners of the bike trail from Taylorville to just past the Wanico. Thank you very much. Committee reports. Discussions and/or motion to approve, adopt, and/or deny, and/or table, and/or amend, and/or refer to an appropriate committee in whole or in part the matters regarding the following subject matters discussed at the committee level. Lake and Airport. Alderman Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Only have one issue here, and I've got a small correction in the motion. Instead of ADA parking, I believe it's supposed to state ADA beach access. So I'd like to make this in the form of a motion. Motion to recommend to the City Council to include the following on the application for the IDNR 50/50 grant: bathhouse updates, retaining wall, ADA beach access at a total cost of $280,000.
Motion by Alderman Brown, second.
Second.
Alderman Driscoll, comments or questions? Roll call.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Driscoll Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Water and environmental, Alderman Bryant. Oh,
Thank you, Mayor Barry.
excuse me.
No, remember, I got kicked off that committee.
Alderman Dorsones.
Motion to recommend to the city council to approve the water treatment plant to purchase an AUMA SA 10.2 GS 100.3 AC 01.2 actuator from Vandeventer Engineering at a cost not to exceed $9,567.91. I'll make that in the form of a motion.
Motion by Alderman Dorsones, second.
Second.
Alderman Skoltedi, questions or comments? Roll call.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0.
Motion to recommend to the city council to approve the water treatment plant to purchase a Bobcat E35 33 horsepower R-2 series compact excavator at a cost not to exceed $66,345.54 and to waive the competitive bidding process. Make that in the form of a motion.
Motion by Alderman Dorsones, second.
Second.
Alderman Bud, questions or comments? Roll call.
Jim Olive.
Yes.
Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Ordinance, Alderman Skoltedi.
Thank you, Mayor. Alderman Brown.
Thank you. First is a motion to recommend to the city council to direct the city attorney to prepare an ordinance to amend city code section 3-3-10B and liquor license application to allow any and all classifications of liquor license holders to be eligible to opt in for extended Sunday sales from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. and pay the additional liquor license fee of $100 for extended Sunday sales or $300 in total for any establishment, adding regular plus extended sales. Oh.
Motion by Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Skoltedi, questions or comments? Roll call.
Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim
Yes.
Olive.
Motion carries 8-0. Finance Committee, Alderman Bud.
Thank you. The motion to come out of there was to approve the treasurer's report as presented. Make that form of motion with a comment.
Motion by Alderman Bud, second.
Second.
Alderman Skoltedi, comment, Alderman Bud.
They received the ARPA money today, the $704,000, so everybody would know that.
All right. Roll call.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim
Yes.
Olive. Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. Motion to approve and or ratify payment of bills $426,711.86. Motion by Alderman Bud, second.
Second.
Alderman Brown, questions or comments?
I received the report this afternoon, and I didn't have time to go through and highlight everything and make a good report tonight, so I don't have that report.
We just both looked through the bills, they all seem to be pretty normal bills for this time
Yeah,
of the
I mean,
month.
there's a lot for BDD and TIF, property tax reimbursement. There's some for Benton and Associates that are high, but it's just our normal bills otherwise.
All right. Roll call?
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Larry Bud.
Yes.
Steve
Yes.
Dorsones. Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim
Yes.
Olive. Crystal Teddy.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0. First subparagraph G of 5 ILCS 120/2.06. This portion of the city council meeting is where any person wishes to address the council on any relevant subject matters concerning the city. The Illinois Open Meeting Act 5 ILCS 120-1 at SEEK mandates no action shall be taken on subject matters not listed on the agenda, but the council may direct staff to address the topic or refer the subject matter to a future council and or committee meeting. If anyone wishes to address the council, please provide your name and address, limit your comments or presentation to 3 minutes, and avoid repetitious comments. Anyone else that would like to speak to the council? I'd like to ask the Aldermen, we had quite a bit of rain this morning and the day before. There was some issues in some of the wards. If you would go by and check your wards, there was one issue in Ward 4 that I had not seen before on Florence Street. That was a pretty big issue, so you can check your wards when we get 2, 3, 4 inches of rain and see where the wet spots are. I'd appreciate that, and then we can address them at future meetings. So, other than that, is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Alderman Bryant, second. Alderman Olive, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you very much. Thank you, Greg.
I did, thank you. I also remembered that I forgot.
You remember that you forgot.
I remembered that I forgot.